Here's the first part of the lesson on determining whether or not a point is on a line. And in this type of question, you're going to be asked to determine whether a coordinate lies on a particular line. And that means that the coordinate has to satisfy the equation of the line. Now, by that, and the way we're going to determine that is we're going to look at the left side of the equation. Now, the left side of our equation up here is y. So we're just going to put down that left side is equal to y. Now we got to sub into our equation here. So left side is equal to y. Now from the ordered pair, recall that the first term is the x coordinate and the second is the y coordinate in the ordered pair. So that means that our y is equal to 6. So we're going to sub that in for y. So the 6 comes from the ordered pair. Next, we're going to take a look at the right-hand side of this equation, y equals 4x minus 2, and the right side then is just the 4x minus 2. Now we're going to sub in for our x coordinate, and we're going to get that from the ordered pair. And so we're going to sub in 2 for x. So our next line is going to be just subbing in 2 for x in brackets. So we have 4 times 2 minus 6, which is 8. 4 times 2 minus 2, which is 8 minus 2, which is equal to 6. So now you'll note that the left side is equal to 6 when we sub in, and the right-hand side is equal to 6. So that means that the coordinates 2, 6 satisfy the equation of the line, and that means that 2, 6 is a point on the line. Now, what you're probably wondering is what all this means. And so what we're going to do is to take a look at the example we just looked at graphically, and we're going to put y equals 4x minus 2 on a grid and determine whether or not this point is on the line. And what we have to remember from before is that in the equation y equals mx plus b, m is the slope, so the slope here is 4, and the b is the y-intercept, so the y-intercept here is -2. So we're going to plot, first of all, our y-intercept on the y-axis, so we know that since b is -2, the line is going to cross the y-axis at -2. So we plot our point at 0, -2. Next, what we got to do is, since the slope is 4, and remember that 4 is equal to 4 over 1, we're going to, from this point, graph a line with a rise of 4 and a run of 1, because this is 4 over 1, which is rise over 1, 4 over 1. So we're going to go up 4 over 1 and plot our point. And we're going to plot another point, so we're going to go up 4 over 1, plot another point. We could also go down 4, which is -4, and to the left 1, so that's -4 over -1, and -4 over -1 is just 4 as well, so we can plot a point from -2 down 4 to the left 1. And we can graph the line, and so this is our graph of y equals 4x minus 2. Now, what I want you to take a note of is we want to know if 2, 6 was on the line. And if we go to the coordinate 2 and 6, you'll note that this is the point that lies right on the line, which we determined algebraically before. So the point 2, 6 does lie on the line y equals 4x. So let's take a look at another example of this type of problem. So we're going to determine if -3, -5 lies on the same line, y equals 4x minus 2. And so once again, identify the left side of the equation, and the left side of our equation is y. And so we're going to sub in from our ordered pair, y is -5, because the -3 is our x coordinate, the -5 is our y coordinate. And the right side of our equation from up here is 4x minus 2. And so once again, we're going to sub in for the x coordinate, which is -3. So we have 4 times -3 minus 2, which is, following order of operation, 4 times -3 is -12. And then we're going to end up with -12 take away 2, which is -14. So that means that since the left side and the right side, the left side is -5 when you sub in, the right side is -14, then that means that since the left side and right side are not equal, the point -3, -5 does not lie on the line y equals 4x minus 2. Now let's take a look at what this problem looks like on a graph. And if you notice that our coordinate, -3, -5. We're going to plot that on our line or on our grid. And so see if this point -3, -5 is on our line y equals 4x minus 2. And algebraically we found it didn't, so we just want to see what that looks like. So we're going to go over to -3 and down to -5, and we plot a point. And you'll notice that it does not lie on the equation of the line, or on the line y equals 4x minus 2. And so as we found algebraically, -3, -5 does not lie on the line y equals 4x minus 2.